Hello, and welcome to the Party Dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. As always, I'm your DM, Blake Peebles, and here is your cast. What are you laughing at?
Hey, guys.
Myself.
Okay. It's a very special day today. Not when you see this, but when we're recording it. It's Big Boy's birthday.
Woo!
How does it feel to be 80?
Yeah, how are you doing?
It's not really visible.
Honestly, my back hurts.
Oh!
There's some drugs
Such a
for
good
that.
idea. I can cosplay.
Oh my god.
Sure.
You're burned. It's perfect.
Sure. That's the most important announcement I have. For some other information, I'm going to throw you over to Future Blake, and he's going to tell you the rest.
Hey, Future Blake here. First announcement is for those of you born on November 15th, 1993. So if you're not one of those people, please skip ahead to this time right here, and we'll get to the rest of the announcements. They gone? Good. The curse has become strong. You know what you must do. If you don't act now, thousands will suffer and history will never be the same. Please, I beg of you, fix this problem. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Announcements are as normal. Thanks to our Patreon patrons. Please like, subscribe, all that. Another announcement. So we're in a global pandemic. That's pretty fun. And because of that, a lot of people are having a rough time out there. I mentioned this for a couple reasons. One, just want to send some love and positivity out there, which is like a dumb thing because it doesn't do anything, but I don't know. It's nice for me to think that people out there are sort of thinking of me. So know that even if I don't really know you, I'm in your corner. So if that helps at all. The other reason that I bring it up is a little selfish, and I don't like to do that. I don't want to sort of plug this in this space really, but times are tough. A lot of people are out of work, and I am one of those people. I, however, have set up a fiverr. In which I have a lot of things, but the one that sort of I want to talk about today is that I will DM for you online on the internet, if you want to. Yeah, I'm gonna link it down below. My rates are really low, and you're guaranteed a good time. So yeah, if you've ever been interested in getting in on the sort of the dungeon party goodness, this might be your opportunity. And be a great opportunity to help me out. Another way you can help me out is becoming a patron, if you wanted to. But yeah, thanks. Sorry, I hate to plug like my personal life in this space, but in order to continue making this sort of content, I gotta continue eating. But anyway, that's all. Thanks. I hope you enjoy this episode, and I'll send you back to the past now. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Future Blake. Anybody have anything to say?
What? My mom got me a puka shell necklace for my birthday like it was the 90s.
Welcome to the 90s.
They're coming back.
They're coming back? Cool.
Like with the Visco girls, you know?
Michael's gotta be a Visco girl now.
I mean,
I don't know.
Fit it to yourself. Alright, let's
You're
play it
80, you're
again.
not supposed to.
if any of us are gonna be Visco girls, who would like to be a Visco girl the most?
Me.
Yeah.
You do have one criteria.
Okay. A recap.
Ooh, she sucks.
So last time on Dungeon Party,
This is Dungeon Party, yes.
I said the right one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Dungeon Party. What other show do you have, Blake?
Don't tell them. Last time on Dungeon Party, our crew had to deal with a bit of a situation. Finn made his way out into the wilderness alone at the behest of just himself, totally just himself. He wasn't under any sort of influence at all, definitely. While out there, he was attacked by an adult white dragon, rescued by a cryptal, and hid in a cave for a while. The rest of the party went out there, attempted to fight the dragon. Right as the fight started, Thuvius, being frightened, teleported himself and the dragon accidentally into the abyss, where the dragon killed him. Whoops. The rest of the party made their way to... made the party to... So we have a guest who's getting a little spoiled.
Big spoilers.
Big whoops.
They made their way to Eardial, the home of the Cryptals, where their friend was resurrected, though not quite the same way he was before. His eyes are now...
Wait, cosplay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, give him both. His eyes are now yellow and he has horns, and nobody really knows why.
That works.
It's very uncomfortable.
Beauty is pain.
After that,
Beauty is-
they went back to Rexilium, where Karasu met with his mysterious mentor, learned the way of his blade a little bit, and set himself on
Sorry.
set himself on a journey.
Did you make that before we started?
You're right now.
They had a party on their boat, which they named the Daylight, right? Called it the Daylight?
Was
Yeah.
it the daylight or just daylight?
Doesn't matter, really.
Blake will put this right here. The answer right here.
They named it, and then they all went to sleep. So that's where we left off.
Wrong key. But both of us.
That is where we left off.
Michael,
Pick
I
up
will-
the horn.
I will have you know, when Phoenix and I saw cats and we got to touch me, I had to go.
It's so amazing.
Everyone see Cats. We're sponsored by Cats the movie.
Was it good?
Like,
Because we make as much money
here,
as
I
they
like to.
did.
I like to.
I
Start,
wish we made as much money as cats do.
I like to start on a positive note. The
Well, at least
performers
two
were great.
tickets, so.
Oh,
The
okay.
performers, the singers, the dancers were very good. Well picked, except for one, but.
Taylor Swift.
Anyway, we're gonna start now, the game
Yeah.
that we play.
No, this is a review channel now.
Oh, good.
We're talking about cats.
So, as you wake up, you said, Phoebius, you had planned to wake up quite early?
Yeah, well, as soon as the 4 hours.
Yeah, you're 4 hours.
Well, I'm up and I'm smoldering, correct?
Yeah, as you woke up, your body
Yeah,
was
I'm
smoking.
like smoking on fire. Yeah, Phoebus is gonna. Yeah, smoldering.
I will.
Phoebus is gonna immediately head on up
Right.
and attempt to find something to distract himself. I think he's gonna start practicing knots.
Okay, sure.
He's really just like.
Make your check. Your
What was that, a
sleight of hand with the intelligence modifier.
That's right. That's right.
I win.
24.
24. Yeah, you feel as though you're getting better at it. You spend the next, because it's like 5 a.m. at this point.
It's the next 2 hours tying knots.
You spend about 2 hours tying knots
Jesus.
until a familiar green-haired elf walks up onto the deck, clearly looking for something, sees you, and goes, "Bright and early? Can't say I don't admire that." Was she British? Does anyone remember?
She was.
This one's not going so
we
good.
didn't get along. That's all I remember.
No more than
I
usual,
don't think she was. I can appreciate that, I guess.
Couldn't sleep well.
All right. Well, I was gonna have you practice, but looks like you're already doing that.
Whatever you do, keep me busy. A lot of work to do, right?
She beckons you towards the back of the ship, which is called. Shit. It's called the
Aft?
No, there's a name for it.
I don't know.
Quarter deck. It's the quarter deck.
Okay.
I read a lot of celebration this week. You head to the quarter deck where she shows you the helm. She says, "It's our job not only to make sure the sails work properly, but to steer the ship when the captain is unable. Usually, I'll be doing this, but when things get rough, you're not going to be able to move as quickly around the sails as I am, so you might have to be in charge of steering the ship.
Whoa.
Is that something you're comfortable with? Good." And she sort of shows you which way to steer it and how it works.
Can I attempt to steer it with Mage Hand?
Yeah.
Anything and
as
everything.
you cast your mage hand, she just hits you over the back of the head.
Come on!
We don't trust your fickle little
We
magic.
could be in the rigging and steering.
I'll be in the rigging. You will be steering. That is how it works. That's how we're going to do this.
Fine.
I don't know what your whole thing is yet, but I can promise you it's not as powerful as moving with your actual hands. Not that you've got a ton of muscle on you either way.
Yeah, that's-
Practice! She walks back down below deck.
Honestly, the Mage Hand might be stronger than Thuvis.
He probably does.
10 pounds of force? I don't know.
I hope he can move it.
He's got that -1 strength. Just like real life.
Around this time, the rest of you are sort of waking up. I know Nate gets up bright and early.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Where'd you go?
I don't know what the rest of you are up to. if anything.
Meal
time is
prep.
Well, I only need
7 in the
4
morning.
hours.
So,
At some
Nah,
point.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna be there bright and early with Andrew, the navigator.
Andrew the Navigator doesn't seem like he slept at all. He is still just sort of out on the deck, like shakily looking over his charts.
This dude needs some sleep.
Hit. I'm gonna tap him on his shoulder.
He sort of kung fu hands at you.
Hey.
Oh.
Just me.
Good.
Just me.
Yes, welcome. Good morning. Slept well. Good. Yes.
Yeah. Did you sleep well?
Of course.
Insight!
I mean, he didn't.
Okay. Do you have like some small tasks for me? I could take
Yes,
over.
go into town, get
for-
paper.
Well, did we set sail?
No.
Oh.
What? I thought we were at sea.
No, you're setting sail today.
Oh
sir.
shit.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, what kind of paper?
And he sort of points to his maps.
Paper like that? Cool. We're not gonna leave, right? We're not gonna leave without me.
We'll be back soon.
I would. Wait, dude, look me in the eye, because I think that's a thing adults do.
He looks at you, but definitely not in your eyes. He's sort of around.
Is it a me thing?
Huh?
Or is this a you thing?
What? Just please go get night. We've been talking for far too long. I've been away from my work. This is very important. So
All right.
that'd be great.
I'm gonna.
The eyes.
I'm gonna. Whichever one of the of the 4 I see first, I'm gonna tell them.
Peter is getting yelled at, or Thuvius is getting yelled at. Nate's upstairs. I don't know about Elro and
This
Cross.
whole arc is hitting too close to home.
What's the angry small halfling one?
Oh, she's asleep still.
I'm waiting for
Bing the
her
hot
to.
pirate.
I'm waiting for her to wake up. I'm waiting for her to wake up.
Okay.
I'm waiting for her to wake up.
Cross you.
I just went up to the crow's nest as soon as I woke up.
Cool. You go up to the crow's nest.
Yeah.
There is somebody, just a half-elven woman is up there, and she says, "Oh, are you here to relieve? Thank you." She switched places with you. And you're just meal
prep.
Tristy isn't meal prepping yet.
I'm just gonna get a loaf started.
Okay, sure.
You know.
So you see
Nothing like a
Karasu
morning
and
loaf.
Thuvius first.
Hey, Thuvius. How you doing?
Horrible. Just didn't sleep well last night. Why?
Okay. Just let you know, I have to go get paper.
No.
I have to go.
No.
I have to. Math guy told me to. Sorry, Andrew,
What?
back me up here. Andrew, back me up here. You told me to go into town and get you paper, correct?
Yes?
Cool. See?
Finn, I died last time you left.
That is so fair. Want to help me get something?
I think if I let go of
You're
this
with the-
wheel, I'll get in trouble.
Right.
Good thinking.
I take one hand off the wheel.
Smacked in the back of the head.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna go because that's my job anyway.
Shit. All right. I'll cover.
Just don't let them leave without me.
All right.
That's all.
I'll cover for you with Nate if I have to.
I was doing my job.
Nate sneezes.
Nate's back hurts all of a sudden.
Cool, you head off.
I'm gonna find
Elro, you feel a tap on your shoulder. You turn around to see Cetacia there.
Yes.
If you'd gather your friends, meet me up on the main deck. I have someone to introduce you to.
My friend's meeting just over at the sleeping halfling. Or
No,
you
the
mean-
people, the fate, whatever.
Right.
whole
Yeah.
thing.
Fate breakers.
Okay.
Robots in
We'll be up in
disguise.
moments. Thank you. Is Crosser still below decks?
I'm in the crow's nest.
As far from below zero as possible.
All right. Herky, would you like to go climb up the crow's nest and fetch Karasu for me? I go above. I go to the kitchen.
Sure enough.
This is kneading.
Nate, we were called up on deck to meet someone.
Well, that's perfect because this needs to rise.
Wonderful. Up on deck, I see.
You see them. Hercules come upstairs and just started scritching you and then pointing down.
Where's the boy?
Oh, he went into town.
What?
What? No, don't worry, it's fine.
How?
Well, worst case scenario, I die. listen, it's part of work for the ship. He'll trust,
Okay.
remember? Trust. That's
I
what
trust,
we're
I just
all
didn't
trying
see him.
we're all trying to... Oh, no, by the way, can we talk later? I got a question for you.
Leads off with heal weapon.
Cool. Yeah.
Just 'cause at some point, slip away, I'm talking about something.
Yeah. Just it could happen tonight when the normies are sleeping.
That's true. We turn to look over at the other elf on board.
Yeah.
She just shakes her head.
Yeah, she's cool.
Well, I like to keep kind of private. So.
Understood.
I imagine he's like actually eating.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Some gruel
Whenever
from
you
last
need
night.
me, just let me know.
So at this point, you see Cetacea coming up from below decks. It's not just her, though. She is followed by a figure. I hate you so much.
Lots of people do. You're not special. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hi.
Oh no!
Hold on. Let me just put my bag down.
That's the shirt I wanted.
I know. I really want it too.
Can we all get that shirt?
Blake, I don't know.
It's
It's
a
really
harem.
hot in this room.
As
Oh,
long as
actually, I
I...
have to turn the heat
Yeah,
off.
it's really
As long as I
hot
can-
in this room, guys. So let me just take this off real quick. Let me just take this off real quick. There we go.
Make sure the camera can see.
Yeah.
You're a fucking monster. This is Nick. You guys have heard us
Wow.
talk about him.
$95 well spent.
So, Cetacea is followed by a figure. Please describe yourself, my mortal
So-
enemy.
There is a Triton man walks in. He's played, I don't know the name of the actor, but he played Davos Seaworth in
That
Game
guy.
of Thrones. Yeah, him. And he has like a chain armor, a big warhammer, like resting on his shoulder that the back end kind of looks like the prow of a ship. He's like, so, this our new crew?
Not quite our new crew, but they're the ones you're going to be looking after for the duration of our trip.
He kind of like spits on the ground.
Okay, well, you're going to have to clean that up.
He kind of he looks down sheepishly and like,
This is, where's the boy?
Oh, the map guy sent him into town to pick up some supplies.
Andrew? I did! Alright, well, this is the group. He points, I mean, you know whatever, you mostly know what everybody looks like. He points to a bird. This is, Karasu. We have Nate. The one with the horns is Thuvius. Looks like an elf, but he's got horns and yellow eyes. And the drow is Elril.
Pleasure's all mine.
There's also a tall tiefling boy named, Finn?
Finn.
Finn.
Perfect. Why don't you introduce yourself?
my name is Nelon Superbia. You might have heard of me. I'm very famous around these parts. You might have heard the exploits of my Triton colleagues. It's alright if you haven't.
Cetacea's making just sort of like...
It's alright if you haven't. I know it's land people don't get out much. You haven't been to our neck of the sea. But what my job here is on the ship is you have your crow's nest people, you have your cooks, you have your, I don't know, you doing rigging or something?
Yeah.
I make sure the storms don't kill us. Very important job.
Yes.
Hold on, I feel like I might be shouting. Am I shouting?
No, you're doing great.
Okay.
It's okay,
You're far
I
away
shout,
from the mic.
I shout too, it's fine.
No, this isn't out of character. Like, I realize I'm projecting a lot.
I would have loved if that was in character. I feel like I'm shouting.
I forget how sound carries over there. I'm used to talking in the water.
Yes, he will... If you need anything, he's the one to talk to. Since we're looking forward to experiencing a pretty clear journey.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that.
Yep, definitely. you.
I thought you were going after like a hand.
No.
it's a tough
Definitely your doing. He's quite fun, so enjoy. Let me know when the boy's back and we'll be off.
Yeah, okay.
Did Finn,
Oh,
did
yeah.
Finn say when he would be back?
Yeah.
Does he know where he's going?
Oh, that's a good question. I assume he does, yeah. He went to buy supplies. He's
I know where supplies
capable,
are.
he's smart.
He's a smart kid, but
Supplies are us.
He's buying paper, you know, as long as nothing distracts him.
Finn!
Don't do this to me,
As
dude!
long as nothing distracts him.
As you are going towards, as you're going into town to go where you, I guess, think paper might be.
Yeah.
You
that
notice a
dragon
familiar
there.
face sort of
Another
rushing in
piece.
the direction of the docks. You
Wait,
see
what?
Henrietta is quickly going in that direction. Sees you, stops, says, "Oh, hi, Finn." She hands you sort of a small leather box. That actually, wait, no. Why am I? I'm trying. This is for Nate. Where
Where
is he?
He's on the ship.
And that just down over in the. Why are you not on the ship?
I'm getting
Are you
paper.
gonna go try to?
No. I'm getting paper. I'm working with the navigator.
Oh, you need paper?
Yeah.
Reaches into her bag and pulls out a bunch of extra paper.
Does it look map-like?
Yeah.
Dope. Can I insight check?
Sure.
Is she okay? Where's my insight? Not great. Oh, non-natural 20.
She seems like she's in a rush, but
But it's her.
oh, it's her. It's certainly her.
Okay.
All of her weird
Okay, cool.
non-expression.
Do I could take it.
No,
or
I,
you can
I mean
come
I
with-
wanted to give it to him anyway, but
Okay, yeah.
yeah. I guess lead the way.
Yeah, I take her back.
Easily enough, you make your way back. You thought I was gonna make you kill another dragon.
Man.
Yeah, make your way back. Finn returns with Henry. You see a very long tiefling, purple tiefling, like with the features of a child. Long.
I'm
Like-
6'5".
Like Max
now.
TV at the end of the Johnny Willy Wonka.
No, like not unnaturally like stretched, but it's like a child. It's a 6'5"
14-year-old.
14-year-old.
But the last time,
Person who.
last time on the show, canonically in the episode, y'all were short gang. I was like, oh, I'm a Triton. They're about 5 foot tall, short king Mama A.
Things have changed.
Things have changed. This is a 6'4", 6'5".
6'5".
Tall as hell now.
Oh, what is that? Your website. Oh,
D&D
D&D.
Beyond. Have you ever heard of it?
I
Sponsored by D&D.
I have real 20.
You get sponsored by Roll20. Why'd you do that?
I thought they were. Are they not linked?
What?
Never mind.
Roll20 sponsor us. Anyway, yeah, you see with a big, beautiful staff on his back. You also see Henrietta. You know what Henrietta is.
No, it's.
I've actually. You haven't seen where I describe her clothing better, but it's fine.
I've seen where you've described the clothing once,
Stop.
and I went,
She.
That is the perfect explanation.
The two of them board the ship. Henrietta immediately goes over to you, hands you a box. Says, "I gotta go. I'm really late, but good luck, guys."
okay,
And then
bye.
just turns and leaves.
Good luck, Henrietta.
Thanks.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
What's
What
in
is
the
it?
box?
She wouldn't let me touch it.
Is it,
What is it?
who, me?
Henrietta gave it to you. Yeah.
Why me?
I don't know.
Maybe don't.
You open it. The first thing you see
Chomp.
is a
Plane
necklace.
shifted.
A necklace with two
Made out of shells.
bag of fluff.
with two intertwined winged serpents. Sort of like a Hermes staff symbol. And a note. Pass it down.
What is it?
I'm gonna read.
Pass it down.
It's a birthday.
Hermes staff is a
Caduceus.
It's
caduceus.
moist. It's moist. Is it? Caduceus? I thought it was catechus.
It's caduceus.
Okay. I also did get yelled at
Actually,
because I
might
thought
be-
it was
actually,
pugilist.
It might be catechus now that I'm saying
It's.
it.
I looked it up today.
Skadoocious.
Hashtag Desert Party is cancelled.
Bottom of your shoes says $16.
Yeah. They're from a thrift store and it never came off.
It's just like Woody from Toy Story.
What is it?
Can someone tell me I can't.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can.
What?
Thank you.
This is my father's. It will find a better home with you. H. I'm assuming is.
I punch Elro.
Thank you.
What did you punch him?
Just a little.
Roll an attack.
Can they not read? Or sorry, I'm down. Whispering down into your ear. Can they not read?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dab on him.
What is that? Flavius Blades?
Sword burst. Station says, all right, well, if the boy's back, we're gonna go. Oh, Finn. He's your guide. He's your mainstay on the ship.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3". That's a weak grip, son. We run a tight ship here. If you want to run a tight ship.
I run a tight ship.
She runs a tight ship here.
Another dad type, great.
He kind of lock size with Nate. It's like, dads.
His grip is plenty tight. Thank you very much.
All right, let's see what you taught him. How tight's that grip?
This is like contested strength
Yeah,
checks.
contested strength checks with a tighter grip.
That is a 10.
I have 21.
It hurts a
He
little.
does that thing where like messes with the knuckles. What did I? No, I put it back.
I don't much like this one. I didn't whisper that. I'm trying to be upfront. I don't much like you. Prove me wrong.
I thank you for your honesty.
No problem. Now I got some bread that is risen and ready to be cooked.
You head downstairs, meet up with Tristan, who's very impressed with your bread making skills.
Thank you.
And you leave port. Yay!
Sailor.
So, across the first day, those of you who
Enya for sponsoring us.
those of you who have a task are more than welcome to train at it if you want, or do. The world is yours. If you'd like to train at your task, Thuvius is forced to train at his task. The rest of you can sort of choose.
Should we all roll?
Yeah.
Should we all roll for seasickness?
If you actually, who hasn't been on a boat before? You probably haven't. All right, the four of you roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is this technically
I'm gonna roll disadvantage.
poison?
Okay,
Is this
this is not
technically?
poison.
Why are you giving yourself a disadvantage?
No,
Okay,
I have
RP.
advantage
It's
against
RP.
being.
L roll would 100% have disadvantage on this.
Yeah,
23.
23. Nice. You're feeling fine.
Thank you, Pike.
9.
9!
The mighty.
So much trouble for this episode in particular. The three of you do not feel good. Yeah, it's not.
Stone facing it. No one knows.
It's not a great vibe.
Make it a
You'll have the chance. You'll have one more chance to see if it's just a first time thing. But if you roll bad again, you just are seasick all the time. Cool. So if you guys would like to go around, what are people up to? Thuvius is doing. He's training.
Great.
Okay.
I'll follow around.
Okay.
The halfling. No.
Food won't cook itself.
Cool.
I'm gonna scamper right back up.
Cool.
I'm gonna help this poor man.
All right. As you scamper up, Herky climbs down. You see a giant ball, a giant hairy sort of fuzz ball with very, very long limbs with 2 joints on the arms and 3 on the legs.
How many legs?
2 legs,
Oh,
but
with
3
three
joints
joints.
on the legs.
Perky, say hello.
And walks over and holds 2 of his big long fingers out like this, and they sort of start like going like this in front of you.
Don't the fingers also have too many joints?
They have a million. It's sort of a wave.
I hope you don't mind me saying that is upsetting. You are upset. Can
in which
he understand
way?
me?
You know, we're not really sure on that.
I'll try.
You feel
He's
furry
a dad.
fingers on your head.
He's a dad. He thinks he can shout down the language barrier. I do not like you.
Scritch.
Kind of like reaches back for his warhammer.
Herky immediately like goes to the ground and like scampers away on all limbs.
moms who think they can talk to the animals at the zoo for some reason.
Yeah.
No, stay back. No.
Yeah.
Oh, look, say hi to the panda.
And he's like sort of behind you.
It's okay, Erky. You know, not everyone understands the way we do.
I don't understand. I do not understand.
Scratch.
Herky's just gonna sort of go over and look at the water.
You like that, Herky?
Sort of just some purring noises coming from Herky.
Yes.
You know, us Triton, we know a lot about the water. I can tell you all about it.
Oh, please.
Want to hear all about the water?
Yes.
Now, you see, we're in the easterlies right now. It's a lot of warm water, but once you get out there, it's the cold water. It's the cold water as you get darker down, but then it's the warm water again. That's where the Tritons are. That's where I hang out.
Oh, there's more of you?
Oh yeah! You got Nell and Superbia, that's me. You got Helen Superbia, that's her, that's my sister. You got Jellin Superbia, and we don't talk. He's like the black sheep of the family.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
Oh.
just like
Wait, was that Magellan Superbia?
yeah,
Okay.
Magellan Superbia. Then you got the old mom.
Hmm.
Reaches into his pocket. He pulls out an etching of a. It's got to be said, a pretty ugly Triton.
It's gotta be said.
This is Mom.
She looks beautiful.
Beautiful as the day. Beautiful as the day she left. You see, Tritons, they lay clutches.
Alright.
To fend for ourselves. I hope you know half the reason I chose a Triton is because I don't trust Blake to correct me on half the shit I say.
I don't know.
I am the lore master of Dungeon Party, and I will. Yeah.
I've never met a Triton, so
Well.
Squelch.
All right. Grip is lacking, but
yes, that's
better
a
than
grip
the
of
tiefling.
It's a grip of a character with 7 strength.
That's the grip of a character with 18 strength.
My hand's throbbing.
All right. So everybody who wants to, there are certain checks you can make to become better, more proficient at your job as you continue to do so. For Karasu, that is a perception check, obviously. For Studious, that's your rope tying check. A wisdom check for Nate. A flat charisma check for Elril. I'm gonna give you disadvantage. Anybody with seasickness is gonna get disadvantage on this. And Finn, it depends on what you want to do. Are you trying to like help him, or are you trying to get him to feel better in his life?
Wow, isn't that the question?
Because one of those is
I
DC
think-
40.
Yeah, no. I think honestly the latter.
Okay, that's a charisma check as well.
Yeah.
That was a 6.
Yeah, it's hard. It's weird looking in all directions, and it's all blue, and it's a little confusing.
Fuck
You know,
it.
17.
17. Yeah, you're getting the hang of this. Like you've done some things in the kitchen before, but
I
you're,
have an apron on now.
Yeah, you're picking up. You have an apron on over your
I
arm.
earned an apron.
Tristy is really impressed at how quickly you're learning. Not that she's teaching you particularly complex things. You're making food that'll last a while, but
Hard tack.
yeah. But yeah, she's sort of giving you the lowdown on things. Yeah. You're doing a good job. Thudius.
13?
You were doing better this morning. You really were. You're not steering the ship. Cetacea is not steering the ship, and Helena is now just yelling at you for the most part. Upsetted.
Can I keep trying? Because I remembered, my mage hand is invisible.
Yes.
Can I keep trying to, like, assist myself with mage hand?
Sure.
And just,
Yeah.
can I see how stealthy I can get away with that?
Sure. Make a stealth check.
I know this won't improve my knot time.
No. Yeah. But
pretty good. This is that's a 25.
you haven't seemed to notice.
I thought you rolled a 10.
No. I rolled a 15.
Plus 15.
Yeah.
I have a plus 10 because of
Okay.
expertise.
Yeah.
Elril?
3, 3, 4.
10. You're
Yeah, 3, 3, 4.
You're not loud by nature, so this isn't coming naturally to you.
It's
But
like-
you're not doing terribly either.
I think I have a knack for this sort of thing.
You don't, fuckface. So keep working at it.
I think he's coming around.
I forgot that was a
What is she?
character for a second.
She, yeah.
It's a she.
It was wow.
It was yeah. It was.
I say what I say.
It was Felice. Yeah.
18.
18. Yeah, he seems to warm up to you a little bit. You catch him like dozing off and bring him a blanket, and he seems to appreciate that. In his work, he finishes his map charting a little bit and actually has a little bit of a conversation with you. Most of which just is him being. We're gonna try to be sailing close to the shore, because it wouldn't make sense to go far out of our way and back in. That would take a lot longer. So we have to be careful of rock clusters, for there's a lot of sort of tall underground mountains in this area. So we have to make sure not to run aground on them. So that's why this job is hard. Also the vampire pirates, but that's a different thing.
Hey, dude. Me and my buddies have been through a lot worse than vampires.
But have you experienced vampire pirates?
No, but we've... I feel like if you could rate it at a challenge level, we'd be almost there. We'd be beyond there.
Okay. I mean, have you ever met a pirate?
No.
They're mean? I know this firsthand. They're very mean, they're ruthless, and they're dirty. And you've met vampires?
Yeah.
You best start believing in ghost stories. You're in one.
Question: does anyone call them vampires?
We made that joke last time.
Also, random question. My sandals, are they attunement?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes, they were. They were.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
He's now 100% Captain. Is that Barbosa?
Yes.
Please tell me.
But a very
Nate is
different-
wearing socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been established.
That was
Oh, right.
established.
Yes, I
Socks
do
and
remember.
sandals.
Cool.
The socks are a little damp right now, but like...
So the first day ends as such. Karasu, you don't find much improvement. Nate, you find a significant amount. Thuvius, it's okay. Elro, it's okay, and you open him up quite a bit. As night falls, most of the crew does go to sleep. Only really essential personnel are left awake. Cetacea continues to steer the boat. She theoretically will pass it off to Helena after Helena has meditated, so she can sort of take over at that point. But yeah, most people have gone to sleep at this point. I don't know if that includes you guys or...
At one point during the day, I would like to ask Andrew if he likes pets / small creatures.
Like, what sort of small creatures?
Like a little mouse.
Ooh, rodents are dirty generally.
Well, I'm just gonna take out Tobin.
Ooh, that's a whole rat.
Hey. No. No, he's a mouse.
He doesn't know.
Okay. For a second, I was like, wait, is Tobin a mouse or a rat? No.
That's a
He's
whole
very domesticated.
entire rodent.
He's very clean. And he can do some tricks. And I make Tobin just turn into a perfect replica of Andrew.
He's a witch rat.
Sorry, turn him into a little kitty.
What is it? Wow.
It's just magic, dude. Have you...
No, I mean, I know what magic
Okay.
is.
Can you imagine?
Does he?
I'm going to sleep now. Good.
Damn it. Okay. You did great, dude.
Squeak.
Helena, am I done? Can I have a minute?
Yes, I'm about to go meditate. So while I'm meditating, I like you to keep an eye on things so don't crash.
Yeah, no, I'll be around. I have to meditate at some point too.
So don't do it until after I've finished. Yes?
Sounds good. Where's Elril? I'm looking for Elril.
I just
Felice yelled herself to sleep a couple hours ago. She also drunk herself to sleep a couple hours ago.
I'm just sitting on the boat watching the waves,
You and Herky sitting side by side, just sort of.
silently watching the waves in the moonlight.
It's like late evening. Like it is a beautiful.
I'm
It's
watching sunset.
Yeah, it's a beautiful sunset. Like obstructed by nothing. Right? No, obstructed by the land. Yeah.
You can decide where your sun sets.
I just did.
Well, you're far enough away from land.
At this point, you're far enough away
I
from
don't
land.
see
Like
it.
you could theoretically get back to shore in about as much time as it took you to get out here, but you can't see it for now. But like it's a beautiful as the sun, orange sun lights up the sea. It's quite pretty, and Herky seems taken by it.
Yes, you don't get these back home, do you, Herky? Yeah, that's right.
Oh no.
Yes.
I was wondering if we could chat.
Sure.
Got a bit of an issue.
What's on your mind?
Is anyone? I want to make sure nobody's around.
I mean, there's a couple crew members. Karasu's been relieved of duty from upstairs, so I don't know where you're at. But
Okay. I mean, I just want to make sure that I'm not talking out, so everyone.
it's the deck is a lot more uninhabited than it was during the day. There are certainly people around, but you can find a corner where there's not a whole lot.
Do you mind if Herky is here?
No, I mean, I don't think he understands everything.
I
and,
honestly cannot tell.
no, and if he does, I kind of trust him.
I like to pretend he can understand and he's very trustworthy.
I honestly, I trust Herky than some other people on this boat.
Yeah.
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 You're not wrong.
So, I was wondering if could chat with you about being cursed. I think I might be cursed.
Just going to the expert.
I apologize if that's not a great way to put it, but I know you have some troubles with.
Your life's fucked up.
Well,
spitting
I'm
on
flattered that you consider. Sorry, I'm flattered that you consider me an expert. I'm really just an unfortunate victim.
Well, I mean,
But that's the
I'm
point of a
feeling
curse,
the
right?
same way.
Right.
Yeah, I woke up this morning. Not in great sorts.
Did you have visions at
Yeah.
night?
So this is normal. So this is part. So okay. So that is. So
Do you
this
see
is,
them during the day?
No, actually, I'm good during the day. I mean, I feel perfectly
It's only been
normal outside
1,
of
2
that. I mean,
days.
yeah, no, I was
So
just.
there's still time.
Oh.
Trust me, you think that these things peak and then they get worse. Like just when you stop for a minute and you think, okay, I can live with this. All of a sudden, it gets much worse.
Oh
You
God.
will never be comfortable again, assuming you were comfortable to begin with.
Well,
I don't know if you. I wasn't.
I was.
I don't know if you were.
I was good. I was having a
Okay.
good time. I mean, I
Right.
had died, but it's
Well,
whatever.
say goodbye to that.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I woke up like smoldering. Like there was smoke rising off my body.
That's never happened to me before.
I mean, the visions were there too. That was bad. That was real bad. That was painful and frightening. But then I woke up and there was like smoke.
Well, if I may be so bold, I would assume that what you are afflicted with is not quite the same as what I am afflicted with.
Well, no, I'm gonna assume they were different. You seem
They
to
have
have
a
a
different nature.
yeah. You seem to have a more amiable kind of relationship with.
So I currently have 2 that are
And how many do you have?
not like a contest.
I
like
think I've only
that,
got one.
that I'm aware of anyway, and the one is it's interesting. I believe it's some sort of relationship with a celestial. I don't fully understand.
Right, but you seem to be gaining things from that.
Much of my power comes from that.
As far
but
as
it took me a while to really awaken that.
well, I mean, maybe that's something to look forward to. All I have right now is pain.
I did have a lot of pain to begin with.
Okay, well,
it usually
you know.
starts with pain.
Oh,
here
good.
and here and really in here. I'm just kidding about that last bit, mostly.
I know you're not. I've known you.
It's true. I'm just trying to make
Yeah,
light
no.
of the situation.
Is that what we do? Is that what we make light of curses? Is that how we?
I don't know. I just
If you could try to keep this on, I wanted to talk to you because you
I
can relate.
think everyone's pretty aware of it.
Well, no, but the waking up, smoldering,
Yes.
visions of.
Yeah. No.
Oh, was this supposed to be a secret? You turn around, you see that Cetacia is. She's not very close to you, but she's not terribly far away either.
I don't know.
I don't know. We're having a private talk here.
I guess not.
No, so
My bad.
unless you would like to also.
You want to chime in?
Be,
Give me curses,
you know-
Cetacia?
I don't think in the way that you have curses.
I mean, if you would like to also be cool and keep it on the.
Are you
down
saying you
low.
have to be cursed to be cool? Is
No.
that- is one
I'm
of those
saying
cool kid
I'm
things?
saying if you could be cool and not go sharing around.
I have no interest in that.
Okay, see.
I mean, as long as you don't wake up on fire and burn the boat to the ground.
We've probably put out the boat before then.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of water.
Probably isn't a word I like to hear, but it's one you have to.
Right.
I'm not worried about that. I mean,
My bad if I interrupted something private.
no, it's all right. Did you want to talk to one of us?
We just don't mean to worry everyone else.
Right.
And I can understand that. Bad morale affects those on a ship much worse than it would in many other situations.
Right. And I'll be perfectly honest. My morale's not that bad. Just not.
Really? After spending the day with Helena?
No.
Get her.
Yeah. She's great. She's
one of my closest and oldest friends.
She's great.
Doesn't like you much, but there's room to change.
I didn't do anything. I just came on the boat and.
Helena makes quick choices about people, and it's hard to break her of that. She didn't like me much at all the first time we met either, but here we are. We've been on a crew together for years now. Probably about six years now.
What does she think about the rest of us? Or is she mostly concerned with this one?
Now, he's the one she has to see, primarily. The rest of you, I'm sure she's fine with.
No.
I wouldn't worry about Helena. She's not going to put the ship or any of us in danger because of a personal grudge.
Her
Consummate professional.
Her grudge was that I'm too lucky. She clearly doesn't know me very well.
Alpha corner. That's right. Well, Dubious, I have one more question for you, but I don't know if
I can leave,
Thank
though I'd
you.
like to steal you afterwards.
sure. Right. Yes, Captain.
She chuckles and walks away.
Are you looking to rid yourself of this affliction?
I mean,
or are you purely looking to understand it at this point?
at this point, I would like to understand it. You know, I mean, if it's something that needs to be something I need to be rid of, then yes, by all means. But at the moment, I'm more curious. I mean,
Yes.
I met a demon, died, and when I came back, you know, I assume it has something to do with him.
Right. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I don't. That's very brave of you. I don't know if day one I'd be looking to understand anything like that at all. I'd want to cast it away immediately. And in fact, it's taken this long for me just to start even considering, not wanting to immediately rid myself of what I have.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the reason I'm not so scared of it is just because I know you. I mean, you're a little cursed, but you seem to
Yes.
you seem to work with it. You seem to
Well,
you can conjure the blade out of thin air, which I've been working on. I want to try to pull something off like that, but I don't know if I quite have it there. I do. I'm just not gonna blow a spell slot.
yes. Well, I can't take all the credit for that. A lot of that was basically given to me.
Right, but that's my point. I mean, if I didn't know you, I would immediately think I'm cursed. I gotta get rid of this. But you seem to be doing all right.
I suppose. And caution in all things. And but if you're happy with taking your time and learning what this curse, affliction, gift is, then I say let's learn.
Maybe you don't feel like you're doing all right, but you look like you're doing well to me.
Well, thank you for this. I don't think anyone has ever said that to me in all 274 years of my 247 years of my
We'll
existence.
just do this. 178.
Huh. I look like you're doing all right.
I mean, you got us, you got Herky.
Yeah, that's right. Herky, that's right.
We're gonna go kill a bunch of vampires and save a kid.
Yeah, oof.
Yeah, all right. Maybe we're not doing that great. All right. Well, thank you. I'll roll.
Hey, no thank yous are necessary.
Dude, this is gonna go for a hug. A very awkward, like.
I awkwardly hug back.
Yeah, very awkward, stilted Thubius
On a hug check, disadvantage. 4.
It's uncomfortable. That's an uncomfortable hug.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Go on.
I'm gonna go find.
Yeah, go find the pirate. Yeah.
Roll for both.
Stop.
I go find Captain Cetacea.
Yes. Well, come to my quarters.
Okay.
You go into the captain's quarters, and it's virtually unchanged from the last time you saw it. It's pretty threadbare. She hasn't. It's not hers, obviously, so she hasn't been able to decorate it much. But there's sort of a desk area where she has put maps and some weapons on. She sort of gestures to the beds and says, "Take a seat."
On the bed?
Well, that's the only place to sit in here, so.
Oh, I sit down on the edge of it.
She sits down
What
on
did you
the desk.
want to see me for?
Yes. Well, I sort of want to get a vibe for your
Vibe check.
I've never been a captain of a crew who I don't know fully, and I don't really know all of you very well, and you seem like the easiest one to talk to. I mean, you've got a child, a bird who doesn't talk, and someone who's pretty full of himself, and an older righteous gentleman. So you seem like the most personable of the bunch.
Oh my.
Elro's eyes are just widening.
You know, I never really thought of it that way, but that definitely makes it sound much worse than I've been hoping.
All right. I just wanted to get sort of the lowdown on who you are, why you're doing this ridiculous thing. You obviously don't have to tell me everything.
Sure, I guess you want to feel secure with this job you have.
Yes, and I don't want to, order somebody to do something that they won't do, and then we die because of it. I get the sense if I told, your paladin friend to kill something that wasn't evil,
Yes.
might not go so well.
Yes, true. That is true for several of us.
You see, these are good things to know.
We are law-abiding citizens.
Which I can respect.
I mean, what do you want? Do you have specific questions you want to know?
Well, just what's
the
like
deal?
vibe check.
Right, you keep saying that. I don't know what you mean.
Sorry. What is the energy
I'm sorry.
of your?
I've been underground for many years.
Yes,
Alright.
I get that sense. Are there things to avoid? Touchy subjects for the group?
Oh. All in all, whatever topic you want to bring up, you don't know any of our secrets, I'm assuming.
Well,
I know. I know some of them, unfortunately.
As long as you don't bring any of those up. Whatever you want to ask. Each of us, we're our own person. We do work as a group, but, if you say something offensive to one of us, and you don't know what you're doing, it's not like we're going to turn on you and rampage.
Good.
For the most part, we are understandably reasonable.
That is good to hear. That's what I like to hear
How
from
many
an
of
employee.
your employees are like that?
Well, most of them, just not the ones who have any power. Takes some lack of reason. Takes some lack of person skills to run a pirate ship. Captain obviously has to either be charismatic or terribly feared. I opt for the charismatic route. Fits me more. But first mate, if they're not screaming, no one's hearing.
Yes.
Solis is perfect for that job.
Well, one thing about us, I think, is we aren't going to sit back and let you do all the work.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't think any of us. Well, I might be a little happy with that, but I'm probably getting talking to from one or two of my friends.
They seem to be taking to their duties quite well.
A lot of them like to keep busy. Yeah.
I've noticed that a lot. Folk of my ilk and folk of yours.
When the fighting starts,
Yes.
we will be there.
Something I was going to ask you next was if trouble happens, would you fight? But I have my answer at this point.
Yes.
And we can rely on you. You're competent.
I think
Heard some talk about a dragon, but I don't really know what happened there.
yeah, maybe that's one subject you shouldn't bring up.
Dragon, avoid that one.
Yes, it was an unfortunate scenario.
Happens to all of us.
Yeah, and I honestly, I don't know if we could have defeated the dragon. But fortunately, we did not have to find out.
There was a dragon in these seas a couple years ago. Don't know if there is one now. Is it the sort of thing where if you see a dragon, you'll just fall to pieces? Or, I mean, you seem all with harder stuff than that.
Maybe one of us. For the most part, we should be able to be fine.
Well, good. I suppose that's all I really need to know. But thank you. Do you have any questions about my crew or me?
What's the deal with your first mate? No,
Felice?
no, sorry. The
Helena.
yeah, no, the halfling, I suppose. Yeah, the one who's with Bob.
Felice,
Yeah,
yes.
yes. That's just
Where
how
was she? She's got a thing. A long line of sailors, her family. She wants to prove she's the best around. So she goes.
She's doing a wonderful job.
She is. She makes a great first mate. Captain, I don't know if she's ready for, but
Probably be the fear captain, I imagine.
that's the path she would opt for, I'm sure. Luckily, I don't think she has any aspirations of becoming captain anytime soon. Those in charge of this crew, myself and the ones that you've met personally, we've all been together for around 6 years. Andrew was a more recent hire, but he fits in well. Doesn't ask questions. Can boss him around very easily.
I haven't had the pleasure of talking much with Andrew yet.
And you won't get it, likely.
I've heard of him, though. I would love to interact with him maybe a little.
Well, see if he'd love that. Felice, she wants to prove that she's the best. So, all of us have a reason for sailing. Our end goal is all the same, but we don't have the means to get there yet, which is why we're having to sort of hire ourselves out. But
So they follow you,
yes,
and your endeavors are their endeavors. Is that correct?
in a sense, yes. We all have different goals, but the end result, well, where we're trying to get is the same.
And what is that?
Save that for another night.
Alright. Sounds fine. When we have that conversation, I'll have another question for you, Captain Cetacean.
Questions are more than welcome.
He's gonna pop the question.
Okay, no. Well, get out of my room.
With pleasure. Have a good night.
You as well.